There we go. So it's been wild, of course. It's the end of the month, and as usual, we've had tons of things to do. I know that the people I've been speaking to have also been working and working this month in achieving their big dreams. And if you are one of them and you're ready for a little bit of gratitude practice today, then come on in. Bring your arts and crafts supplies, make yourself something warm to drink, light that candle, and make some time to spend with yourself in a little creative practice. Yummy, yummy tea. And this time I'm going to put it off screen because the last couple of times I've had it in the screen and it just messed up our view. I'll also move the water container out of the way so we can literally just look at the sketchbook or the page we are busy with and focus on this area here instead of having our attention distracted with all kinds of other things. Now we can slowly but surely start paging through the coloring book and deciding what we want to color. What page is there that we want to color? Now, we are working with aromatherapy and essential oils this month, and we've done quite a few. So let me start there. Let me show you the aroma journal. So it's again a lovely little A5 size, and one of the first blends we did was the romantic destinations with the 3 essential oils and their comforting, warming, safe, sparkling, nurturing, fresh, romantic outlook helps us to envision this beauty as we surround ourselves with this fragrance. And what we blended there was in this container. Now I did put a little label on, and of course I've messed some, so the label is very oily at this stage, but I'm going to stick it on there, keep it there just so that I can remember what's in each of them. And I did name it Romantic Destinations so that I don't forget. The blend we did after that was divine creativity. And divine creativity was all about the vanilla and cedarwood and sweet orange. And how I depicted that was the little sweet orange flowers, the vanilla orchid, and also the cedarwood trees in the mountain ranges. And for some other reason, I thought that Mount Fuji would be lovely there. And then I popped another mountain behind it. So I know you can't really see. So let's give you a little closer peek. Well, that's that. And the vanilla orchid is there. Still have to finish that. The cedarwood tree is here. And the sweet orange is there. Now, I think we can work in the coloring book. And even if you just have a sketchbook journal, that would be wonderful. I'll be showing you what we've done in the little aroma journal we are busy with this month, and also show you what we did in our previous journal when we worked through the 30 days of self-mastery. But those will be short little intervals. But right now, just exhale all of today's stress. Just blow it out, let it go, release whatever was held inside, and just take the next deep breath. It's all going to be okay. We do go through some really wild things. And today's practice is going to be one of connection with yourself, exploring different creative practices, the water-soluble ones from Derwent. And you can color in with them. You can also dissolve them in water and create the most beautiful effects. But I never planned these out ahead of time. So let's see where today's session is going to take us. I'm thinking more in the lines of a teal green. And even something like the beach green. Sounds good. We'll have to look at those. What is this? Iron blue. Maybe we could use that as well. So let's test those colors maybe on the back. So this one is the Payne's Gray. Lovely. Then the teal green. Maybe too turquoisey, but we can still see. Iron blue, as in iron blue. Maybe we could do that for the mountains and that one, or that. I don't know. Let's just play with the colors first. So this one is beach green. Is that correct? Yeah. What a lovely green. And leaf green. Very yellow. Let's see if we mix some of these. So that's the leaf green and the teal. Lovely. And I like beach green. So let's see. The iron blue with the leaf green. Lovely. Another type of green. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I don't want the color to bleed onto my book. Already kind of messy there. So let's just start to put some of these colors in. So we're not using the Payne's Gray. We're using that iron blue. So in these little shapes here. So what this looks like We'll do it in a regular piece of paper, and we'll use a brush tip marker, and you'll have your top with a zigzag. And this is all you have to remember. So we're working with a triangle that has loose edges, almost like it's divided into sections. You can have them wider. You could have, if we look at that triangle again, you could have a clump that looks rounder. Right? And you can put as much or as little detail as you like. You can even have like branches poking through the center, and create a variation in those cedar woods or Christmas tree lookalikes. So what we'll do is, with the darker blue in these bottom areas, we'll put like a shadow in the bottom, right? And we'll paint those. I know it looks very blue right this very hot minute, and we'll let that dry. This is on regular paper. And let's go in with that beige green on the other one. So this time we're starting with the lighter green tops. And this I want to do all in one. So I'm going to do the light and the dark for the lighter green. And for this one, we'll go with a little bit of teal here and there. And over that teal, I'm going to put some of the leaf green. Just so that we have a variety of greens here. You see I'm covering that teal pencil completely with the leaf green. And then I can even come in with that iron blue and bring in more darker shadows in the bottom areas. And then come in with the water to dissolve it. And that's technique 2, where we use all the colors in one. So I've had a really eventful month. Lots of things happened. I heard some things that were believed about me in the strongest way. I didn't know that these things were being said about me, or that people were believing these things about me. And I wouldn't want to go into detail just yet. But as this month has come to an end, or is coming to an end, I've realized more and more how strong the tongue is, and how quickly we can be misled by words. I often say that actions speak louder than words, because people can make promises and they can promise you the world, but their actions will always show who they really are. And yes, some people may have a kind heart and, look out for you in all kinds of situations. But it's always what they say behind your back that is more telling than what they would openly admit to saying when they are almost confronted by that. And it does help that I am sort of in a place in my life where I don't feel offended by what was said or believed about me. This is a light olive. But I do care that that was said about me. And in a way, I understand how the confusion might have come in, but the fact remains is that false evidence was put out into the world that did not exist, that was not who I am, that depicted me in a way that was untrue. And I am a very forgiving person and I'm kind-hearted, but I also feel that I had to say something about this because somewhere in the world you might have a friend that unknowingly have said something or it might have done something that might not feel like love in the moment. But if you can calm yourself and listen with an open mind and understand why they thought certain things, then maybe you could find it within you to forgive them for what they said. So listen, I'm going to take a sip of my cup first. And that forgiveness will go so much further in your relationship than getting upset about what was said. It happened, it's done, and you don't have to go around and fix the damage. You were not the one that misled other people, if I can put it that way. It is up to the person who said the things to fix what they had broken. And even if they don't, then the people who no longer want to talk to you because of their own beliefs or their own prejudices about how they believe the world should be, then I want you to free yourself from that and know today that everything happens for a reason. You might not understand it now, and your friends might not understand it either. But if your friendship was meant to last, and you were meant to be together, and you were meant to cross paths, then I am sure that will happen again and again. You will find your way back to each other. Right. So just like the cedarwood tree is going to give you that strength, and the cedarwood essence is going to imprint its greatness into you when you use this essential oil, so too will it help you to take on whatever challenges come your way. And believe me, I didn't prepare for any of this today, but the message is clear that we can be as strong as the cedar wood and withstand whatever challenges come our way. And with that, some of that blue did go through. Oh, this is paper, regular paper after all. But I'll work on that when I work in this journal again. Love how the colors are all over my sketchbook journals. So let's show you the 30-day self-mastery one. So some of these are really pretty. And some pages are complete and others are still busy. But I am not fazed by that at all. I have a little journal. It's filled with all the things I wanted to work on and do. Oh, and even like this, if I discover something that's been half done, I can come back at any time and fill in these gaps. So let's see what we can do here with this one to try and remedy or fill in the missing parts there. And I'm going to do it with a Staedtler permanent Lumo color. Just be brave. Just be brave. So the idea was to create some of these curly lines. Let's first erase and see what's left underneath. Oh, I see. This is a coloring pencil. I drew the design with coloring pencil. No wonder it doesn't want to erase. Anyway, let's see. Shall we continue the early effect? I'm just playing here. If I'm quiet, it's simply because I'm trying to just release some of my own stresses and be here in absolute gratitude, knowing that I do have beautiful friends, that I do have things to look forward to every morning I open my eyes. I'm so grateful for the sunrise in the morning, for the bird songs. I don't know, what do you listen to in the morning? Do you like bird songs or do you like silence? What is it that helps you start your day? And what do you get up for? What is it that wakes you up and livens you up every day? That helps you to know that nothing is in vain. I had a conversation with a friend about 3 days ago, and she felt a little bit negative towards life and a little something that happened to her and her daughter. But, my piece of advice to her was to leave her friends and their choices alone. We can't be the dictators of other people's lives. And if they don't live the way we live, so what? So what? Let them live their lives. Let them make their mistakes. Leave them alone. I don't get it. Why do people constantly want to interfere in other people's lives? There's so much wonderful life giving things to do. We don't have to almost bulldoze our way into other people's lives. But I think that sometimes people can't help themselves. They just have to interfere or mix personal vendettas with whatever their friends are doing, or let's say not doing, and bring along this whole stream of ideas that very often don't align with what their friends are saying, and certainly does not align with living a better life. So, why on earth would you go about trying to run other people's lives when you've literally got your own life to manage and survive through? Isn't that enough struggle? Why do we have to take on the burden of, I don't know, showing other people how to live? Why would they want to live that way? I have no idea where this is going. I'm just playing. And of course, I'm not loving this. But maybe next time when I revisit this page, I might feel different. These are some of my favorite things. Special paintings, flowers, teacups, and porcelain teapots, flamingos, paintbrushes, calligraphy nibs, and of course, all kinds of things I'm grateful for. Well, that was a bit skewed. Mhm. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. My favorite pink dress. So thank you for being here with the virtual gratitude retreat and saying goodbye. We finish off this last week. Cultivate a gratitude attitude and a lifestyle where you can encourage yourself and notice when good things happen in your life. Don't fall back on the bad things. Don't think that those things are meant to hurt you. They are always there to help you grow and nurture and become a better person. It's there for you to understand how life works and to experience life in all its ugliness and in all its goodness. And it doesn't matter how you turn out the other end, as long as you've done it with a wonderful attitude and not brought the building down with a foul mood or a hurtful comment. And I know they say fight fire with fire, but I have found that if I neutralize the situation from my side and step back and stay calm, then the whole situation diffuses and nobody's feelings get hurt. And later, when we've had time to reflect and work through these things, work through what we wanted to say, we could sit down with a friend and have an honest conversation about the presumptions that was made or the things that should have been said or wasn't said. And only then can we understand how easy it is to really forgive. And with that, thank you for being here. I'm really, really grateful that you joined me today, even if you are only watching the replay. If you find yourself coming home stressed and overly active in your mind, why not find that connection between your head, hands, and heart and add a little bit of creative mindfulness into your day? Break away from work and relax for a couple of minutes just to make that new connection and relax.